So I was asked to do a follow-up on the solar panels here I installed on the car. The roof, semi-flexible panels. See them from the front. They kind of don't show up too much. And it follows a little bit of a curve this way. And you can see there's a little bit of a curve this way as well. So it's a compound curve on the roof. They're bonded down with a very high bond 3M tape. That's done well so far, several different seasons, 80 miles an hour in the rain and all that kind of stuff. There's the plus minus for each of the three, and that goes through the roof. And then the paneling on the inside of the roof covers it up so you don't see any wires dangling down or anything. So you can see it's just the roof of the car. You don't see the wiring, it's tucked in. There used to be the antenna on the back here, so there's a trace for that as well. Each of the panels, these are rated for 40 watts, so 1, 2, 3, 340 watts is 120 on the roof. And then those, they stay as 12 volt. They come together and are in parallel. Goes to a maximum power point tracking solar charge controller. Each one of the panels has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cells this way, and although it's 2 cells, each of these is cut into thirds. So you electrically have 6 cells by 6 cells, or 36 cells electrically in series for that 12 volt 40 watt panel, and the same and the same and the same, so 120 total. That does have a little bit of an aerodynamic penalty. It's about 3 millimeters of height that is gained, and you know, the little tiny little mini 3 millimeter dam that hits that instead of a nice clean curve like you see on the windshield. And there's a little bit of weight to the panel too, so there's those penalties for having it. But as you can see here, I don't have a garage. I'm just right on the street, so the car is going to be on the street anyway. And where I work is a parking lot with no shade, so the sun's going to be beating on the car whether I put it to good use or not. But it forms and holds the shape of the car fairly well. It's pretty lightweight. Now, by doing it on the car here, the other thing to remember is that throughout a year, I might average, say, 80 kilowatt hours that I'm gaining, and depending on how you use it, headlights, 12 volt loads, and this is a hybrid system, so I could pump it into the high voltage hybrid electric system to trickle charge up. If I do that, then I can save, you know, say around 10 gallons a year or so from that 80 kilowatt hours it collects. If you had the same 120 watt panel and you did a good solar install that's, you know, close to perpendicular to the sun most of the time, a good orientation and so forth, you could expect that stationary install to do better from 120 watts installed. If you had a good solar location, it was good orientation and so forth. But like I said, it's on the car. The car's going to get beating on the sun anyway. So you lose, so far in my application, I'm losing, say, 40-45% of what I could have gained if it were on the same 120 watts were on a roof garage, properly aligned and so forth. But it's been doing well so far. Multiple different seasons, summer, winter, driving, highway, all that kind of stuff, no problems. And it comes off and goes first into a lithium iron phosphate 4S or 12 volt secondary battery. And I can do a video on that if people want more detail, but it's basically a secondary battery system to store that energy for. And then from there I decide what I want to use it for.